Hey guys, Scott with Flip and Customize. Today's the day of the arrival of our Best Choice Metal Structures building. It's showing up. It's actually Sunday. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was just running. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but apparently, just coincidence, I was out on the tractor and the building just showed up today. So there's another note for you. They may show up a day early. But anyway, I just met the delivery driver, and today they're just basically dropping the trailer off. The crew itself is up the street at another job finishing a commercial building. They'll be here at some point tomorrow, so that'll work out anyway. He's just dropping the trailer off with all the material on it today. So what I'm saying is we're gonna get everything set up so when they do show up, they'll be good to go. The construction lull, for some reason, this is a good note for you folks if you're looking at these buildings, was not included in the price or the rental, and for some reason that's put on the customer to line up a construction lull. So that's like a forklift that goes up real high to set the trusses. So keep that in mind. It's about $2,000 for a week. Wasn't figured into the price, and it was a nightmare to get one because everybody is so busy right now. And it should, to me, the building company should take care of that because they know their schedule better than anybody. So that's a good lesson learned as well, because it's been a challenge. However, we have one being dropped off tomorrow. And this is the site of our shop. We're kind of completely ready to go. We even got our junk van over there, which he said wasn't going to be in his way because he's going to back the trailer all the way to the van itself, so the crew can get here tomorrow and start setting up. Oh, building arriving. Woo. Make sure you have room for a 45-foot trailer. You're gonna need it. These guys are rolling in here Sunday night, 8 o'clock, to prepare for their Monday job. So this is pretty freaking cool. All right, here we go. These guys are all getting this trailer here staged up Sunday night for a Monday morning job. Like I said, 8:30 Sunday night. They are setting up to get at this thing first thing Monday morning, which is super cool. All right guys, the setup crew has arrived. They delivered the materials last night. Looks like we may be fighting some thunder showers, so we'll see how that goes, but they're actually unloading all the materials off the trailer now, so they'll be erecting it. And the lull has been delivered, kind of. It's in the street right now in the ditch, so we won't talk about that part. All right, these guys are just getting all the base rails and everything set up here for the uprights, which is pretty cool. You can see how that's going to go. These will go along the sides, and then your verticals for the walls and the roof. So just kind of laying all materials out at the moment. Got all the insulation unloaded. The construction lull is unloaded and out of the ditch now, so that's a good thing. And they got their base plate going down. Looks like I got everything going down. Pretty cool how they do it. Get the music going too. All right guys, I have to clarify something. I gotta clarify something, because I bought the building from USA Metal Structures. That's right, I'm looking at my phone because I always mix these up. I bought the building through USA Metal Structures, and Best Choice Metal Structures is the actual manufacturer. And USA Metal Structures subs out an install company. So that's who installed the building. So I just wanted to clarify that before we went any further, because there's like several names going on, but they're manufactured by Best Choice, but USA Metal Structures is who I bought it from. Now you know why I need the construction wall. All right, the end of day one ended up in a freaking downpour. So these guys, once they got settled in and started working, they were working in the rain, and then it ended up pouring, so they did end up calling it once it got to a point where it was absolutely pouring. But they're back at it this morning. The sun is out. It's going to be hot, but it looks like they'll probably get the framing done today because it's that quick. So as you can see, when they stand up the the trusses themselves. They are connected to the legs, so they kind of assemble it on the ground and then hang it off the lull or whatever you got. But they did request the lull. They did not want a crane here because they could have got a crane here, but I think they preferred to kind of do it at their own pace on their own way. So, which is fine because we got it worked out. So they're on their third right now, as you can see. Pretty cool, going up, and it goes up quick. It definitely goes up quick. So I'm gonna throw a time lapse on here so we can kind of get a gist of them throwing the rest of the framing up. As you can see, the framing itself actually goes up pretty fast. So they've got all the verticals and the trusses up now. It's been a few hours, but there's all kinds of cross bracing now that has to go in that they're gonna do. But it's coming along, and it's plenty tall. I am happy about that. The 14-foot walls, and then it kind of goes up from there in the peak inside, so probably more like 16 feet in the middle, which is awesome. He's getting his ribbon on for the top for the roofing over here. He's cutting the bottom channel up for the overhead doors in the front right here off of the base channel. And it looks like he is working on some of the vertical studs, and then I believe it's going to have cross bracing through the entire thing, at least according to the print. So we'll keep watching that as we go. And as you can see, they're putting the insulation on as we go, and I'll show you that. It's a bubble wrap. It's rated as an R10. But honestly, it's the best that they offer for this building. So it is what it is, but at least we'll have some insulation, because now it's one of those, you got to do it now or not, because they put it on as they're installing the building. So to do it later, you'd have to frame the walls in and put batten or spray foam, and that gets crazy expensive. All right, that is the end of, I guess it's technically day 2, but they didn't get a full day in yesterday. It was only a partial day because of when they got here, it was like lunchtime, and then it started raining, so they had to quit early. So actually today they made a pretty good headway. All the studs are up, all the rafters are up. Base channel, he's got that all cut in for the doors, and they started putting some of the bracing up for the roofing up in the top, and some of the vertical studs into the back. They're gone now for the evening. They kind of do their own thing, their own schedule, but is what it is. And at the end of the day, we're going to get what we want, and they do what they need to do. So it's coming right along. I'm sure we'll see him first thing in the morning, and we'll continue on. Pretty happy so far. All right, guys, morning of day 4. Another very, very hot day up here in Maine, 90 plus, so it's kind of brutal. These guys are from North Carolina, so they're tolerating it a little better than I can. Finishing up the framing and putting some insulation on, and I believe we're going to see siding and roofing going up today. There's a color sample right there of the siding, and it's going to be white trim and a silver roof, much like our barn here. So as you can see, you've got some siding panels all laid out in here, and the framing is mostly done, and they insulated the back wall, and they've got things squared off to get everything square, and they're going to start putting the siding up on the back. Here's the back right here, all insulated. It's got the reflective coating on it as well to help reflect the heat, so they're going to start putting the siding up. All right, it's the end of day 4. Again, it was 90 plus degrees out, and we had a downpour, but it's almost 8 o'clock, and these guys are still here. but wrapping it up for the day. Let me show you what we got done. As you can see, we're starting to get some of the siding up, and the framing for the man door, he's got that in there as well. So as you can see, we're matching the barn, so we're trying to keep the theme going. Even though it's business, it's going to look blend into the overall view of the other buildings as well. Pretty cool, right? I'll show you the back. Again, there's a view of all the cross bracing in here. Is all in. Probably doing some roofing tomorrow. And the back, they've completely finished as far as the siding go. So it's all one big wall now, boy. Holy damn. But I'm liking it. Very happy with it so far. So hopefully in the next day or two, we'll have this wrapped up. It is taking more than 3 days like I thought it might have, but you know what? I don't care. Because at the end of the day, we're going to end up with a good quality building and quality product. So that's what we want. Alright, they just finished up the front wall with the door openings in it, which is very cool. You still got to trim out the door and throw that in there, but as you can see, in order to get this thing perfectly squared up, they strap everything off and pull it as they need to have the building nice and square. So when they put the sheathing on, basically locks the entire building in. So that's pretty cool. These guys, I mean, they do this every day, so they know exactly what to do, which is awesome. All right, the front of the building is sided, and late last night they finished putting the roofing itself on. None of the trim or any of that stuff is on. Actually, they started trimming out that door right there. But yeah, looking good. He's working on this side now. So they just run the insulation down, and then they'll put the siding and cut the windows out. There's gonna be 2 windows on this side. And kind of give you a view from the inside as well. What it looks like inside with the insulation, the framing. So you guys are in here working pretty hard early Saturday morning. It's I don't know, 7 o'clock Saturday morning. So they work through the weekends to get her done. Very cool. All right, little mishap with the construction lull this morning. Had that stuck. It is now unstuck. I didn't get that on the GoPro, but it'll definitely be on TikTok. You gotta check it out. Anyway, it's unstuck, and the guys over here doing the firewall siding now. So wrapping the building on the other side. It's Saturday now, and then it's all trim work and putting the door in and the windows in. Possibly tomorrow, Sunday, if not Monday, we'll be done. All right, it's the end of the day, Saturday, about 8 o'clock. The crew just went home. All the sides are on the building. It's completely insulated. It's completely shelled in now, and they started doing some of the trim work up there, as you can see there. It's hard to see in this light, but the trim work is starting to go up. Look at the install crew is doing a phenomenal job. Their screw lines are right on the money. Here's that rat guard. I would suggest getting this, as it gives it a nice finish edge and it keeps stuff from getting in. So anything you can do to extra seal this up, do it. They'll be putting on the corners, and I got insulation for those as well. That's an extra, so keep that in mind. Anything you can do. They'll be installing the man door for me. The garage doors are coming from another company. I decided to go with a different company because they actually install like insulated garage doors, so those will be coming later. But the trim work went up around this one, so we're close. I only have 2 windows in this whole building, and it's going on this wall here, which faces actually the direction of the house. So there'll be a window there and there. Those are going in tomorrow, and they said they're gonna wrap this up tomorrow. So we got a sealed building now, and that is awesome. So hopefully by tomorrow, we'll have our, technically it's a 43 by 37 by 14 foot building, fully erected, 1 week. And I'm super impressed with the quality of the install crew. I'm not gonna lie, these guys are killing it. And it's been, we're up here in Maine, it's been 90 plus degrees every single day they've been here. And that's not the norm up here. Maybe down there, because they're from North Carolina. However, it's hot. And they've still been nailing it, so I'm happy. All right, here it is, Sunday morning. These guys are looking like they're gonna wrap up today. Getting some trim work done, as you see up there on the roof. The doors in, trimmed around the doors. We're in here putting the windows in. As you can see, the windows are going in here. They're all pre-cut out, and they're gonna be popping the windows in. And the boys are up there finishing up with the trim work. Gives you an idea what it'll look like with the trim. Fit and finish is awesome. They'll be doing the corners and stuff as well. Looking good. All right, guys, Sunday afternoon, and the crew has just finished. They still got cleanup and stuff to do, but the building itself is done. They finished it Sunday. It's about 5:30. They'll be back in the morning, but the building itself is done, and I want to give you guys a tour. There it is. That's our barn red to match our barn and our house. It's got white trim, a galvalume roof. We got a 36-inch man door on the left, 2 10 by 10 doors. Everything is trimmed out in white. It's 43 wide and 37 deep, technically, with 14-foot walls. And in the center of this structure is actually 16 feet 2 inches. That's how high it is in the middle. Everything's been fully insulated. I provided that exterior door, so they went ahead and installed the door for me. The 2 windows, I only wanted 2 windows in. The garage doors themselves are coming from another manufacturer. So I'm getting those installed at a later date, but those are ordered. And I'm not gonna lie, these guys have done a fantastic job. The structural, the integrity of this building, the fit and finish of this building, it's top notch. I have no complaints about this. This crew has done a fantastic job, and I just wanted to, I want to put that out there because you know what, you give credit where credit's due, and the install crew have done an amazing job with this building. Look at their screw lines. Everything is in line. It's A1. The windows and doors were flashed around properly. Everything, like the rat guard on the edge, these are the extras I got installed. The rat guard on the bottom, that white trim. Those are extras that you're going to pay for, but it's worth it because it really gives this building the fit and finish you want. It is beautiful. I'm very, very happy with this building. Any questions, drop a comment. Feel free to share my experience with you guys. It took about a week to install it, a little longer than I thought it was going to take, but you know what? That is perfectly okay because at the end of the day, the quality of this thing and the fit and finish of the structure is awesome. So that'll bring us to the end of this install video of the building itself. Now I got to be doing all the electrical, and there's plenty more to do, so I'll have some more videos to come, but the building itself is completed and erected, and we're happy. Thanks for watching. Flippin' Customized.